Hello, everyone. Welcome to Esaconia. This is a homebrewed world that I have been building over the past couple months. I was able to talk some players into trying the campaign with us. We have about 5 players during this campaign. I'm going to be the DM, and we hope that it's a good time. We're all very new to D&D. However, I've been watching it for years and been wanting to play for a many number of years as well. So I decided to take the plunge and become most likely the forever DM. During session 1, we did have a lot of recording issues. It was supposed to look like this. However, it turned out looking like this. This made editing a huge pain. I'm using iMovie for editing. It's been a great program so far. However, I don't really know how to use it, so it's been a learning curve for me. This has made editing the episodes very difficult as I have to adjust the audio. I have to put in AI pictures. It has been a lot of fun, though. We still had a great time with session 1, and we are recording session 2 coming up. Each of these episodes is going to be about a half an hour, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, depending on what's going on. But at the end of the day, we hope that you all have a good time and you continue to adventure with us. Thank you so much. So, welcome to the Kingdom of Esaconia, or Esaconia. I don't know how I'm going to say it yet. You all find yourselves in the town of Belloc. It's an old, vibrant lakeside town. It is the town that's kind of in the center here, surrounded by this lake, known as the God's Eye. I'm going to circle it on here now, maybe. It is the end of summer, and the nights are growing colder. It is a few days from the new moon. The sky is overcast, and it looks like it might rain. The wind blows cool air through the town from the lake. It is about midday going into evening. The town has many travelers heading south to the capital for the coronation of Prince Aemon. After the old king's passing, he was King Gareth Palinor II. The old king reigned for many years in peace because his grandfather was able to fight back the orcs in the north. There will be a tournament in his coronation. The city's capital is down here. I'm going to circle that. So it's kind of in the south. It's the big city in there. The coronation is scheduled to take place the day of the next new moon, which is also the autumn solstice. Belloc is alive and hosts many amenities, including inns, shops, blacksmith, and almost everything else that you can think of. All sorts of people are traveling south: dwarves, elves, gnomes, from all walks of life. Most are heading to the capital. At this time, you've not met each other, but you find yourselves in this town. What is everyone doing, and maybe why are you here?
Sorry, you said we're in the town?
Correct. So we are in Belloc. So a good jump point from the north to the south. So a lot of people come through here. It's an old town, and has everything that you need. A lot of dwarves here, and everything else that you need. So are you guys heading south to the capital for the coronation, or are you traveling through? Is this where you live? Are you making a stop?
So with Tom's backstory, I probably don't need to go through all of it, right? We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Right, so Tom decided due to recent events to go check out the coronation. And as soon as he entered town, he went to the tavern to sample the local brewery.
Of course, yeah, why wouldn't he? Brian, how about you? What's Lisbon up to?
Lisbon is sort of coming out of being a kind of wilderness-oriented person, so yeah, he's an outlander background. So yeah, he's kind of wants to come into society to maybe do some good, but he's probably just going to walk around town, like looking at people because he's kind of tall. People are probably looking at him a bit odd because he's a big lizard person. But he'll probably wind up the tavern, most likely.
Excellent.
So he can overhear, what's going on.
Absolutely.
He's kind of there to people watch, more or less, yeah.
That classic.
Because to him, yeah. So he's people watching, but in a way where like he's like not around people ever.
Yeah.
Unlike normal people watching.
Just for world background, Dragonborn are pretty rare. They're not super duper rare where most people have seen one, but I would say that most people will double take. Dwarves are very common, sorry Tav, and rock gnomes are a little rare as well. How about you, Kaido? What are you up to?
I'm on the main street doing some people watching, looking for some box to pick, checking out where the inn might be, where I could spend some of this money I got on food and drink.
Excellent. Well, there are 2 inns in town. There is a very fancy inn called the Lakeside Inn, which isn't very creative, but it is a place where the wealthy nobilities would stay when they're passing through. There's also a normal inn. It's called the Just Put It Inn. It is ran by Anne Just Put It, and it is where most people stay. So you would know too, Kaido, that through talks of thieves' camps and everything that way, you do know that there is a Assassin's Guild in town and things like that. I don't know if you're a part of one or anything, though.
We'll keep guessing, won't we?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. And Morgana, what are you up to?
I'm just passing through, taking a break from the Sorcerer Academy to connect my magic with nature more.
Spring break! So I'm gonna head for the Just Put It. So I'm thirsty.
I'm gonna go down.
Sounds good to me. So you all enter a very busy inn where a lot of people are there. It is very smoky. It's very crowded. Everyone is drinking with their buddies, and they're toasting to the new king, saying the good old classic phrase, "The king is dead, long live the king," and they're all toasting. Everyone seems very cheerful. Anne Just Put It is there with her family, and she is looking to see what you guys want. So you guys don't know each other. You don't necessarily have to meet here. That's perfectly fine. But are you guys looking for a room here too?
Well, what time is it?
It's about midday, so going into evening. So maybe like right before time, I'd say.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably look for an inn eventually, but right now I'm enjoying the company of the locals. You know, cheering to the new king and whatnot.
Sounds good to me. And Tav, you are right at home in this place. There's a lot of dwarves. A lot of people are drinking good, strong dwarven ale because it comes from the north to this area very regularly. And how about you, Kaido? What are you doing? Are you downtown picking pockets?
No, I'm heading for the inn.
Heading for the inn. All right.
Thirsty. It's lunchtime.
So everyone that will be partaking in ale, it's 1 silver piece for a good glass of ale. And I'd say 5 silver for a glass of wine. We can do that in our inventory later. Is anyone talking to anyone in the room? There's a bunch of people, locals, a lot of travelers.
Yeah, I'm talking to the locals how like I can make the beer way better. The beer up north, like this beer is all right.
I'm just sitting in a back corner observing everybody with my ale.
Sounds good. Sarah, you do notice that there is a couple gnomes in town. So they must be heading south to the coronation as well.
Interesting.
They're
How
regular
many?
gnomes, though, not rock gnomes. I think there's about 3 of them. Noted. Lisbon, are you just people watching in the corner?
Yeah, probably in the other corner, kind of not really, maybe trying to protrude some kind of like friendliness, but maybe not knowing exactly how. Yeah, again, people watching as if people are kind of literal aliens. I probably have plans to sleep in the woods after this, like to just, like where I'm comfortable.
Excellent.
Not necessarily married to any specific land, though.
Anne is going to be very happy about that because she is so overrun with guests that she has jacked up the prices of rooms. Usually silver piece, it's now up to 5 silver pieces, and the Lakeside Inn is completely booked up, as Dad would know through his thieves' camp. But eventually, one nobly dressed man who clearly does not belong in this tavern, he takes his mug and he bangs it on the table as hard as he can, and he stands up and he says, "Everyone in here, it's been a pleasure getting to know you all, and just traveling south and getting to know everyone here." The room kind of goes quiet. The fire is cackling in the background, and he says, "Yeah, it's a very sad reason why we're going down, but glorious at the same time as we get our new prince." You can kind of tell that he's a guy that just likes to talk. Everyone is being very polite and allowing him to. What you guys didn't know before is he's been buying drinks for everyone. So he says, "A round of good ale for everyone here." And so everyone gets their ale. He holds up his mug and he says, "The king is dead. Long live the king." Everyone cheers and they bash their cups together. And as the room goes quiet, they hear another banging on the table. There's a guy in the back corner. He's kind of been sitting there his whole time. You guys definitely noticed him. He's sitting alone, which is kind of unusual here. And he just says as loudly as he can, he says, "Fuck the king!" And the room goes quiet again. And as he stands up,
I yell, "Which one?"
"Heyo!" You can tell that he has his hood up. He is dressed in black robe with purple trim. He's wearing a crow's necklace with 2 feathers along the side. And someone next to him says, "Hey, man, why don't you just get out of here? You've been like this all night. Just leave. You're going to get in trouble." And so he says, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck you too. I'm leaving." And he gets up and he leaves. And then the everything is really, really tense. It seems to kind of ruin the mood. So most people are going to start going to bed. Is there anything that you guys want to do?
Yeah, I want to buy it. Well, I take the beer that the guy offered for me and I pour it into my special tankard.
Sounds good to me. Are you rolling for a property on your tankard?
I am.
All right, roll. I think it's a D10, right?
I think it's a D8.
D8. Oh my God, I have it written somewhere, but I don't remember. I know you have it up though, so I'll just let you tell everyone.
It's a date.
Well, I'm not going to ruin the surprise yet, but I got what it is. So,
Awesome.
yep, I roll it. I like it, and I lift up my ale. That kind of lifts spirits up again,
Excellent.
and I go do do a cheers and be like, in the beginning there was light and it was good, but then there was beer and it was very good. I drink my beer.
The crowd erupts, they cheer, and they're all happy again. So thanks to your dwarven charm. Anyone else doing anything?
Probably not. Yeah, probably just being awkward. Maybe like lifting my glass when like other people do.
Trying to blend in. Excellent. How about you, Kaido?
I'm kind of shocked that this elf speaks Draconic, probably kind of well. And yeah, it's just an unexpected thing in my people watching. And I just kind of say, here, I think, for now. But then I kind of, I'm where I want to be, I think.
Where are you coming from?
The woods.
I like the woods.
What else?
Good guess.
Sexy.
I think to myself, he's making a joke, but I do have to guess a little bit.
Meanwhile, while you guys are talking, you guys see this dwarf in priest-like robes getting more drunk on dancing on the tables. lifting a very beat.
Great. I'm gonna kind of gravitate. I'm gonna gravitate a little towards that because it's interesting for people watching, and there's kind of this magnanimous attitude, which I also find non-threatening.
I'm gonna go dance with them on the table.
All right, so
I also come to the person dancing on the table and cheer him on.
sounds good. So let's do this. Can Tav and Morgana roll me a performance check?
That's a D20, right?
Yes, and you guys probably don't have any bonuses.
I got a plus one. I mean,
I know I'm not part of this, but just for fun, just to say, I have a negative one if I were to do it. I'm not, but
Who's on that big list?
yeah,
Yep.
it's on like that middle list somewhere of skills.
Yes, towards the bottom.
I have a +2.
Oh, nice.
All right. Sarah, did you roll? Wait, did Tav roll?
Yes, it's in the chat. I got an 8.
Oh, did I miss it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mm.
So you both are a little inebriated, and you are dancing on the table, and you both fall, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, hold on. Roll the d4 the active roll every attack roll and saving throw. Hold on, I can roll another d4 because of my condition of the tankard I just drank.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I really have to pull up that peeper.
Yep. So then, it's a 10.
So you got a 10. So you successfully don't fall off the table, and everyone is moderately.
No.
All right, and it sounds like Kaido and Lisbon are having a conversation.
Well, Kaido is, but I can't hear it over the bar noise. So right now it's a conversation to himself, I think.
I'm trying the whisper function. Is it working?
Well, no, but I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to say both no and make it work with the story.
All right. While I'm dancing on the table, and I guess Freya. What's Sarah's character's name?
Morgana.
Yeah, I'd even noticed that she fell off the table, and I go up for another cheers. For I am a sinner in the hands of an angry God, Bloody Mary, full of vodka, blessed art thou amongst cocktails. Pray for me now in the hour of my death, which I hope soon. Amen.
Amen. All right. And it's.
So I'm gonna kick his feet from out from under him and make him fall off the table. I'm not being a gentleman.
So I gotta do a dexterity check.
So would that be a PvP? Well, Sarah needs to roll and see if she hits first. So roll a d20. And his armor class is like 18, Sarah. I don't think you're hitting him.
This would be a good reason to meet.
He's inebriated. Does that give him advantage on dex or a disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Is he drunken master or?
Sarah hits first.
How long is a minute, Dan?
It's about
60 seconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, in D&D world, you know. Do I
It
this
depends.
condition?
It depends in what context. I would say you still have the condition because this is all happening all at once.
Sounds like the mafia. Is this condition?
What's his condition? So, Sarah, you
They still
spectacularly
got the
missed.
condition.
As long as it was spectacular.
I feel a rumble on the table and look down and see Morgana. I was like, hey, what are you doing on the ground? Get up. We got ale to drink.
Are you going to help her up, at least?
I see it.
Are you generous
Nice
about
to
it?
meet you. Name.
Actually, I think Lisbon, because I'm attracted to the joyousness and stuff, I'd probably make a little bit of a move to like go at when she initially fell, but I'd probably back a little off when she tried to kick. But I'd be like sort of there, having the instinct to maybe like help somebody who fell. But I don't think I'm helping her yet because she tried to go for Jason.
On my back like a freaking turtle.
I'm just kind of there, I guess, now.
I get off the table, I help Morgana up. I'm like, hey, come on, we got ale to drink. And I buy her another ale.
Nice. Awesome.
So that'll be 2 ales for me so far, I think.
I think I would say however many you want. And
I'm trying to keep track of money too, you know?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know, I'll call that 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah, probably 3 because I was there before everyone else too.
Okay. And each one is 1 silver piece. So not too bad. And a meal at this place too is 3 silver pieces. So if you want the best meal that they offer, which today is wild boar and roasted potatoes with a side of carrots, it's 3 silver pieces, which I think is a bargain.
How much gold? How much is 1 gold worth in silver?
I think we're gonna do the 10-10-10 rule. So it's going to be 10 copper is
Okay,
1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold, 10 gold, 1.
Oh, it says right on. Yeah, it actually says right here. 1 gold equals 10 silver.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if we should do. This might be a discussion for another time, but having 100 gold being 1 platinum to kind of make platinum more significant. But that's a discussion for a different day, I think.
Well, I'm coming out of the woods. I have like a couple silver total, so I'm probably just nursing the one. I'm not used to alcohol anyway, so I'm probably just nursing the one thing I got.
So
if somebody bought around, yeah, I'd probably drink that.
Yeah, the noble.
So I'm gonna get off the ground myself. Nobody's helping me.
Oh, I'd probably move to help once I realize you're trying to get up, because I'm already kind of there.
And then I'm gonna go talk to some of the other gnomes and see if they're here for the coronation.
Well, I say tutto bene, and I help you up.
And since I know languages, I say thank you.
And, yeah, I also know languages, and I'm like, hey, don't see your kind around here too often. I can actually speak Draconic.
Yeah, it's funny. Everyone.
Actually, this might be more specific to my village. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. That's cool.
You're not alone, man.
So actually what I did is kind of because, and this is because his name is Lisbon, actually that means like, are you okay? Or like, it's all good in Portuguese. Tudo bem is kind of like, tudo bien. I forget how to say it in Spanish because I had this in mind now. But yeah, tudo bem is how you say it in Portuguese. For like, are you okay? Like all good?
Well, and maybe
because you all speak Draconic.
Maybe Tab gets you back, and he says, "Bon dia."
Yeah, I have that written down too. Bon dia.
Only Portuguese.
I have cool things to say, but in different contexts, I have other sayings that'll pop up later.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I see Sarah isn't listening to me in the moment, and yeah, she's chaotic. So I'm like, okay, well, she seems alright.
Alrighty. Well, it sounds like you guys are having a pretty good time. And the mood in the bar is getting it's getting later and later as it goes. Some people are going to sleep. It's the locals have long left because they still have lives to live here. They still have to open up their shops and things like that. You do notice now that the blacksmith, who is a dwarf, does walk in, so his shift must be over. Or his shift. He must have closed his shop for the day. I don't know why he said shift. But, he comes in and he gets himself a good ale. He sits with some of the other dwarves that are there. They're talking about how, about the cities up north and how they're doing and things like that. And, he says the classic, the king is dead, long live the king. And they toast. So what else are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go talk to the blacksmith.
The blacksmith? All right. So you walk up to the blacksmith, and what do you say?
Say, hey, I hear you make swords.
All right, that's right. I do make swords. Of course I do. I'm a blacksmith. What do you think? I'm the best one south of the
Would you be able to make
cities.
one for a rock gnome?
A sword for a rock gnome? I don't even think you could lift a hammer.
Well, that's why I need one special made.
And what would you like with a sword?
Well, if you're not gonna make it, then I'm not gonna buy you a drink.
Well, I never said I wasn't gonna. I will say this though, with all the travelers and everything that we have going on, I don't know if I could really fit it in right now. Can you come back at a later time?
Yeah, I could do that.
That sounds good. Why don't I buy you a drink? It looks like you've had a few already. And he buys you a drink, Morgana.
Sure,
Huh?
I'll have another drink, but there go find a rock pile to sleep on.
Sounds good. And is anyone else doing anything? And Sarah didn't even ask his name. Jeez.
Where
Yeah, so I'm probably just there still nursing like the same beer, but I'm keeping track of people that I noticed maybe speak Draconic, and so far there's two. There's the elf, who I correctly guessed was the wood elf, which I'm proud of, and then her, who like seemed to kind of understand maybe what I was saying, unexpectedly to me. Like, oh, Dracon, a lot of people know this. Like, oh, so I'm keeping an eye. And plus, they were making a scene, so I'm keeping an eye on them anyway. They're the closest thing I have to friends so far.
I would say that your Draconic in this town is a little bit more common than elsewhere, just because it's a trade hub. It's relatively close to the spikes. So, but I don't think your character would know that. So.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of, you feel more at home here, and you're kind of liking it so far, I would say. If you don't mind me putting a feeling.
Yeah, and I'd probably be... Yeah, no, I'm trying to say, like, yeah, I'm feeling at home, but, like, specifically, like, attracted to certain individuals who have shown a little extra, like, maybe especially Kaido, because he, like, had a conversation with me, like, oh. And it was, like, the first one, so, yeah, first impressions.
So,
other than that, I'm probably just not doing anything, just nursing the beer still.
Awesome. So
maybe listening to like what Sarah was saying.
Yeah. Wait. What
or Morgana, sorry.
In the chat. So use a sleight of hand roll.
I was gonna pick the more drunken person, the dwarf.
There's a lot of dwarves. There's like a couple drunken priests. There's other ones that are all dressed in similar armor. You can kind of tell that they're in like a red. What's the word? When you're like together with a bunch of people, retune. You know that word. Like they're together and they're traveling south. So who would you like to pickpocket? You can do tab. That's perfectly fine.
I assume the one dancing on the table is the most drunk.
Roll a sleight of hand. What are you looking for? Just gold?
Yeah.
Yes.
First. All right. So. All right. Sleight of hand. Here goes.
So you successfully. I don't even know how much gold Tav has actually. I was not expecting this. So I'll say you successfully pickpocket 2 gold from him.
Yay.
And with that modifier, no one seems to notice. Because maybe you go up to him, you kind of like, you do like the bro shoulder thing and you like hit him in the chest. And you kind of like, hey man, you're doing good dancing, blah, blah, blah. And you just like take a couple gold from him. So, I don't know, Jason, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you got 2 gold pickpocketed from you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I already removed it.
So, all right. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I feel him bump into me. I'm like, hey, watch it, brother. How you doing?
I gotta plug this thing.
All right, awesome. People are getting drunker and drunker. The locals have all left. Even the people that are traveling south, they seem to be starting to go to bed.
first before?
You guys might want to look for a place to sleep. I don't know
With
if
your
you want to
battle.
ask Anne about sleeping here.
Yeah, I asked Ann for room and board for the night.
So Anne says to you, I'm not going to do a girl voice because I don't have one practiced. I wanted to do a Monty Python thing, but I haven't been practicing it. But Anne says to you, she says, if you don't mind bunking up with some of the cheapskates around here, we got room for you.
All right, that's great. How much for a night?
For you, 1 silver piece.
1 silver? That's all?
1 silver.
Come on, can you do a little better than that?
You could do a persuasion check. You found the haggler. With a 12, she says, 1 is the best I can do. It's already down from 2.
That's okay. I'll take it.
I will give you another free ale.
Hey, cheers to you, Ann. You're a sweetheart.
She gives you an ale. You take a sip, and you can tell it's not the good stuff. So she gave you the house stuff. But still, free ale.
I appreciate it. I shoot her a wink.
And she gives you a wink back in her customer service kind of wink. All right, Brian, I think you said you were going to head back to the woods.
Yeah, so if I see things are kind of winding down and, things are kind of over, I'm probably going to stand up to, get ready to take a long walk back into the woods. I'm probably going to do a little bit of wafting of my hands, do a scent of coffee kind of emits from all that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I kind of stretch and I kind of go towards I'm still looking at people just to see if there's am I gonna miss something? I don't know. I still kind of want to. I don't know, but it's over. Kind of doing. But I'm heading out. Yeah.
Yeah, most people are going to bed. Kaido, how about you?
I follow Lisbon.
Jeez, okay. Are you stealthily doing so, or are you just going?
For now, I'm just going.
Okay.
Yeah. So if people are officially going to bed, then that's when I would leave. But I'd probably linger just to people watch as much as I can, just because it's going well so far.
Slow, picking up your weapons slowly, things like that.
Yeah. But I'd probably purposefully wait until it's really over.
Yeah. And Morgana, how about you?
I'm gonna go out by the water, and I'm gonna find a nice rock to take a nap on.
Rock gnome, I like it. It does look like it's about to rain, though. I don't know if you heard that earlier. Are you still okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's how I shower.
So, I don't think we need any rolls on anything. So everyone's kind of going to bed. Lisbon, as you kind of walk towards the woods, you notice that the woods are a little bit more quiet than they probably should be about this time of night. But you think maybe it's the ale that's kind of affecting you a little bit. And everyone goes to sleep.
I call out to Lisbon because I'm following him. And I say, hey, Dragon Boy, where are you going? Where are you sleeping tonight?
What a racist. Jeez.
I don't know his name yet.
Yeah, I turn around and I say, Lisbon.
Lisbon. It's a good name. You shouldn't be sleeping in the woods alone. It's not safe.
Are you flirting with me?
No, just looking for some protection.
Are you in trouble?
I got some people who might not like me too much.
Are they right to not like you? Scottish now.
My point of view, no.
All right. Well,
I think we should team up to be safer.
You would be safer.
We would be
It
safer.
sounds like I would be in more danger. But I'm willing to let you come to my camp where we can discuss it in more detail, and we can discuss our potential friendship.
Sounds good.
I have no reason to reject you outright, So
These
let's
woods
make
don't
camp.
seem right tonight.
That's true. I did notice that. That's canon.
Alrighty. And everyone goes to sleep. Now would be a good time. Does anyone need a break? You want to refill your tea? In the dead of night, you guys hear a bunch of horns ringing out. What looks like an elven scout. He is running at breakneck speed. There are enemies approaching. We're unsure of where they are coming from. I'll be leading this brigade against the unknown.